Turn the music up, turn me down. Cool.
Fan base is bigger and more important than radio and the single radio hit. We're moving into a time where you can't just throw out the one record and expect the public to run out and buy that album. Before there used to be this mystique. We used to always look at our MCs as sort of like superheroes. I really didn't have the ability to talk to Rakim on Twitter, or even know what his thoughts were on certain subjects that weren't music related. What Twitter does is make the person way more personable to their fans. J. Cole is one of the most personable people that you're ever going to meet, taking that time to really engage the fans, to really care. So if you look at J. Cole's grind and having 3 critically acclaimed mixtapes, being on the right R&B songs, putting out certain music through Twitter so that it's even playing field for all websites, and you don't got to play that game that you used to play with the radio of this one gets it first or that one gets it first, or if I gave this one this, if I did their show, I got to do this show backwards and forwards. So it's really showing you at the core of it that building that fan base and putting in that work is where our genre is going, and it says that quality music is going to win every time now versus the gimmick. The gimmick's going to get you in, and you may still get the little gimmicky one single off, but if you're talking about building a career, you got to build your fan base from the bottom up. It may sound weird, but it's eventually going to get to a point where the majority of things are free, where everything is free. If you really want to, you don't have to pay for music right now. You don't have to pay for movies, you don't have to pay for anything. So it comes down to the fan base being loyal enough to you to say, okay, I really dig this person and I want to see them continue to make music, and I understand that in order for them to do that, I need to purchase this music. Instead of fighting the digital thing, instead of saying, okay, let's attack people that are downloading, let's shut down Napster, let's do all this, they were putting dollars and energy into attacking something that's inevitable. You're not going to stop the internet. And no matter how many times you block something, no matter how many times you go to whatever the name of the sites are that are actually putting these things up, you could spend $1 million and take that site down, and that same person is going to turn around tomorrow and open up another company under another name and reconnect their hard drives, and now they're back rocking again. You know, it's you're not going to be able to stop it. But if you work with that person, if you figure out ways of actually saying, okay, let me give you all of this for free, in exchange, don't put my album up. Actually go have that conversation with the people. But the record companies didn't see that. And then I didn't understand how you have a IT department and can't make a website. Because all Steve Jobs really did was make a website. So it's like, okay, you gave him all of this power for nothing. Yes, you make some money off of it, but instead of the couple of cents that you're making, you should be making the full money, and you should also be getting the service. Like, people should be coming to you. Universal, you also sell movies. So why would you not try to lock down this whole thing and say, okay, this is going to be where you get your entertainment from? I just felt like they were slow on understanding that they just needed to make a website. Doing the all digital thing was something where it was like, okay, let's try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So by not emailing anything, by not putting anything online, is how you protect that record. And then by not doing the physical in that first week, because if I'm going to iTunes, I don't need the 30 days to actually send it to the plant to duplicate it. And then you got to understand that situation too. If I work in a plant and I'm making $10 an hour, and I'm physically making, and no exaggeration, 1 million copies of this record, one of them is going to leak out. Somebody's going to take one. But to me, the fact that it wasn't bootlegged was the win. It actually did help at the end of the day. I don't count my wins and losses by comparing them to other people. I just look at it and say, okay, the album sold, and it did well. So, once we hit the million mark, then there's no rap anymore. Like, okay, the album sold, and to do 1 million records in this market, this day and age, is an incredible thing. For Cole to do 200 plus units in a week is a super incredible thing in today's market. So to me, it worked. I don't think it hurt the sales at all. The only thing that I wanted to reinforce is that it's more of trying to do just that, stop the downloading, than disrespecting the mom and pop and the physical shops that we know are struggling, that I love and support and, you know, want to see still there. But it comes a situation where it's like, okay, I'm still going to make the physical record for those people that love vinyl and that love a physical CD that they want to go in and read liner notes in their hand. But you know, we sell records, so if we can figure out a way to at least give us a week head start of putting out an album without it getting bootlegged, then I'm all with doing the digital format prior to the physical format. But I'm a big person on making sure that physical format can last as long as it can, or try to prolong the life of that way of putting out music.